I work with the Child and Family Protection Department at the Uganda Police Force here in Kampala. I am a he for she champion and a gender equality advocate at Uganda Police. Are the primary perpetrators of sexual and gender-based violence. And if we want to end sexual and gender-based violence, then we need to involve the men who are the primary perpetrators of violence. Me being a man, I have seen that it helps if I to take the front of this fight and begin the fight. I have handled so many cases using the Family Justice Catalogue, but I want to give an example of one. There is a case that I had handled for more than 3 years and not succeeding at all. There was a serious violations from the father of the house. I took this case to court so many times, but the woman, because the woman relies heavily on the man, she would ask the court to allow them come together. But in less than a week, they would fight seriously. The problem was that the woman did not have anything to do. The woman relied heavily or wholly on the man for everything. So asking her to leave that abusive marriage, for her she would see like, but then where will I go? But when we brought in people who could give economic support, then this lady was supported. She started a tailoring business, and now she even tells the man, if you're going to be beating me, I will leave, because now I can rent my house, I can even support the children. So that knowledge I got from the Family Justice Catalogue experiences. The Family Justice Catalogue tells us that we have so many needs of the survivor, of the victim, that only one stakeholder may not be able to solve. So we need a range of stakeholders to be able to meet the needs of the victim and survivor.
My name is Carol Shimeri. I'm a lawyer and a feminist. I have been practicing or engaged in family justice for about 14 years now. I started out as a legal aid lawyer in Uganda in about 2008. And I was working with women and girls. And of course, our niche was family justice cases. I've handled many cases, and many have been successful. And one of them was, there was a young lady who had been married for over 15 years, had 2 children, and she had, unfortunately, had to bear a lot of violence during her marriage. She had an extremely abusive husband, and she had tried to endure it all this time. And now the spark of it all, why she sought help actively and wanted out of this relationship, was because this time he attacked her and hacked her with a machete. And she had wounds. She decided then that I think it was time to move on. However, she had celebrated a customary marriage and there was no proof. And you can't go to the law unless you can prove marriage. So we had to devise means of how we could prove her customary marriage. All through this process, the man kept on trying to attack her, he would threaten her, he would send people to scare her or send threatening messages, people would attack her when she's walking. Looking back at that particular case and many other cases that I have worked on, there are many things I would have done differently if the Family Justice Catalogue had been invented then. So you see that, at even the case diagnosis stage, to go through what this client wants to achieve at the end of the day, what their fears are, how you can address those, so that at least the process is a little bit less hectic for them or less scary for them. So those are things we have done. The referrals that you can employ, refer her to the psychosocial help, maybe secure her shelter services. What I would like to call upon all practitioners to use the Family Justice Catalogue to make sure that whatever remedies they're trying, it's not prescriptive of what the law says, but it is centered on what the outcome is of the person who comes to you looking for justice one.
My name is Jacqueline Kagoya. I'm a magistrate. I work with the Uganda judiciary. One of my main roles is adjudication. In my practice as a judicial officer and formerly as a practicing advocate, I used to handle quite a number of cases. Many were involving family matters and those involving children. I also have participated in a number of drafting of manuals, training manuals for the Uganda judiciary, for the prosecution and many other practitioners. And of course, I participated in our Family Justice Catalogue. I remember handling one case particularly about 2 years ago of a woman that I found in the corridors at the court. I asked the woman what exactly she wanted from court, and she told me that her child had been kidnapped by the husband. And because it was a relationship that had gone bad, the man took away the child to punish the woman and told the woman that if you want to see your child, you'll have to get back to me. And what fascinated me most was that the child was between 8 to 10 months. The child was suffering and crying because she had no one to be attended to in a school at her age. So what I had to do was to issue the production of that child. But as she was going out of the chambers, I realized that this lady could have suffered a lot to even be able to access court. So I made sure that I get in touch with police so that they're able to help her to enforce the order that I had issued. So when the child was brought by the police officers, the first thing that ran to my mind, I asked the woman, have you been able to hurry your child? And she said, no, your worship. The orders you gave were the child should be presented to court. I'm not supposed to touch the child. So I ordered that let the child be given to the mother in my chambers. And what shocked me, or what really drove me back, was the way the child ran to the mother's breast, because the child was breastfeeding. So that is all I think he could remember when he saw the mother. So at that time, I immediately granted the lady custody of the child, because I asked her, what else do you want? She said, all I want is custody of my child. I don't want anything like maintenance from this man, because he has done enough to me and all I want is my child. So why do I give this example? Sometimes we have to get out of our spaces as judicial officers. It is very important that we show some kind of activism when we are handling these cases. I'm not saying that you must take a side, but listen to the facts, get grounded with the facts, and give a position that you yourself will not regret at the end. It's very important that when you handle a matter, you ask yourself, have I given justice to this particular person? Yes or no?